Welcome back, folks, and let's get talking about storage devices a little bit. And storage devices, as you've seen on previous videos, being able to organize your folders and your files is very, very important. You got to be able to do that, because if you cannot find something that is needed, well, it takes you all kinds of times to go through documents and you lose efficiency, and that's not what's good for industry, okay? Your employers will not like someone that's not organized. So you've got to have your files organized in a set routine that you know where everything is, and you can go back through years and be able to find things, okay? And again, like I said, storage devices, I use external hard drives. I have flash drives. And, of course, we have the cloud storage. Cloud storage has made things really nice, so you've got backups to your backups. But anyhow, one thing that we need to remember is a lot of things like the CD-ROMs and things like that, you don't really see those anymore, but as much as you used to. But those are an excellent source to store data, and you can still get those burners to be able to save your files on that device. But one thing is so good about these disks and things of that sort is that it doesn't matter about the technology of it. As long as you don't scratch up that disk, it's going to be able to be read. Unlike electronics, like I said, if you got a flash drive and things of that sort, it's electronic. Anything can happen. If it's, files 10 years, 15, 20 years ago, a flash drive might not electronically sustain that amount of time. And once it shorts out, it's gone. Very seldom can you go back and retrieve that data. Now, also, folks, I always like to tell you guys, whenever you use a flash drive, and I'm going to stick a flash drive in, you'll see it pop up as I insert it here. Flash drives are awesome. You can get these at such a decent rate now as far as pricing, and they can hold so much storage. But see, I just put one in right there, and I'm going to click on it. Continue without, and it opens up all those files that was on there. But if I look here, down here in the lower right-hand corner, you can see that it's popped up. It is so important, folks, that you eject these devices. Okay, this is for my external hard drive. This is for that flash drive that I just put in. Now, whenever you put your flash drive in, most of the time you'll see a little light or something to show it's working. Or always click eject that device, and you should have a safe to safely remove. Okay? Now, the reason that is sometimes if you do not do that and you pull that out, there could be a little arc. Just like if you were to pull a plug-in out of a wall that's like an iron or something like that that's using a whole lot of wattage. When you pull that out and jerk that out of a wall, it shoots an arc, okay? Because that electricity is trying to hold on to that. Well, the same thing applies here. If it arcs, sometimes you can burn those flash drives out and you have lost everything. So make sure that you do that. That's just a little quick tip. But also, these cloud storages, and there are two cloud storages. There's all kinds of them, but there's two that's going to be free to you to use, and one of them, of course, is your Google. I'm going to go to google.com, and I'm already signed in. But if you're not signed in, you can make an account with Google, and up here in this waffle, click on this, and you go down to Drive. And inside here, on this one, I don't have very much, but just some of the DPT stuff for you all. But again, once you put this in here, anywhere you have computer access and internet access, you can be able to get in there and access your files. Now, like this one, there's that DPT 100. There's week 5, and here's my stuff in there for week 5. I love folders too. Do you all see that? Because I had DPT 100, and whenever I opened it up, I had week 5. And now I want to make myself another one. I'll hit New, Folder, and I'll call it Week 6. Create. And whenever I put stuff in there, I put them inside of their appropriate week that they're in. So that makes it so much easier for me to go back and get those. Now, you might, over time, have to do, like 2021, 2022, 2023 to keep everything in line. So it would be so much faster if there was something that you needed, a document, and it was 3 years ago. I know if I go back, today it's 2021 right now. If I go back 3 years, 2018, I would know exactly where that area would be. So it's so good that you have things organized. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference. But anyways, when you're in here, I love the links that you can make. And whenever you take and drag and drop files into it, and just like I had DPT, week 6, let's say I had a document that I want to save in here, I could just take and drag and drop one. I'm just going to pull up my flash drive here, or this is my external hard drive here, and I'm just going to pull something out of it. Class material, like CAD 102 or something like that, and I'll find a document. All you have to do is just drag and drop it. Architectural drawing, I'll drag and drop it, and once it goes in here, boom, there it is. And it just looks like a image of a floor plan. So let's say, for instance, I want to send this file to someone else through email. Well, this probably wouldn't have any problem going. However, if I get over here now and I go into some of my fire escape plans, let's do some of those. Maybe I got a fire escape plan. Okay. And I go in here and I grab this one and I pull over here, okay? Well, it takes up some of my storage, of course, but the thing of it is, when I pull this over here, it's easy for someone to look at because I can send them a link and they can actually even work on it. But now if I send it through email, this file might be too large for somebody for it to go through the email. So I can actually right now just right click on this. I can go share or get link, either one. If I do share and I hit that, they're pretty much one and the same. But I can go down here and I can change to anyone who wants access to this. I can tell the people I want to have access to it in their email, or I can change to anyone that has this link. So I copy the link, done, and now when I go to my email, I just have to paste that link in, and they've got a link where they can click on it and they can come directly in here and use it. But you've got to share it with them. If you don't share it with them, they'll have to have a password to get into it. So you don't want that. If you're sharing it with them, you want to make sure you open that up. So that is what's great about a storage device like this. As long as you got access to the internet, sky's the limit. So this one here was Google Drive, and the next one I want to show you is another free one that the college offers to you, and it is through your KCTCS account. Now this one is, if you go to MyPath and just type in, go to search engine and do mypath.kctcs.edu and hit enter, it will bring up this. When you're logged in, or it'll ask you to log in, just use your username and password, same thing you use for Blackboard. And now you can go to Blackboard quickly like this. You can go to your student self-service, or you can go to email. So if you click on email right there, you go into your email, of course, But as soon as you get into your email, if you hit this waffle up here in the left-hand corner, you can go to OneDrive. And I've got tons of stuff stored in here. And it works the same way as Google Drive, okay? But let's say, for instance, like this DPT 100 right here. I can go in here, I can click on it, and here's all this stuff in here. But I want to share this, okay? So I go down here, and you've got some tools here. If I click on this, I can do the same thing as I did with Google Drive. I can do share, and it brings this up here, and ask me anyone with a link. Hit apply. Let me make sure I got that in there. Anyone with the link, apply, and I can come down here and go copy the link. There's my copy, and then I can paste it anywhere that I want to. It works the same way. And again, you all saw that in that project 5A. You had to do that for me, and on that Word document is to have your link to that drawing and to that project. So that was pretty cool. So these are a few things that will help you. Again, I cannot put more emphasis on this. Making sure that you have an organized file setup is one of the most important parts of working in the design field and engineering field. You got to be able to find those documents, and you got to be able to be efficient with it. But if you guys have any questions, you need to contact me. In this class, you can use OneDrive through our KCTCS, or you can use Google Drive. Either one works. As long as you're using a cloud-based storage system, I'm happy. So again, this is what we use in industry because files are getting so large. And this is a perfect way to be able to store and have backup. If you have any questions, let me know.